So first, I want to ask you, what do leaders underestimate the most?
That's a really good question. Probably psychological safety. If I have to pick one that they underestimate, everyone they all know burnout matters. It has a lot of traction, right? We don't want people burn out or we feel burnt out. Execution risk, just because the word execution is in it, they think it matters because everyone wants more execution, more productivity. So they think, okay, execution risk, let's not have that. But of all of them, psychological safety is the one. And this is my personal opinion, right? Where I think it's underestimated the most. And I'll tell you why, because psychological safety is the ability for a group of people to be open and honest without fear of what's going to happen, right? That's the simplest way to think about it. So when you're in a meeting and you're trying to solve a difficult problem, you need to hear the truth from everyone because the truth for how to solve that problem might be in the head of someone that is not that influential, not that talkative, right? Not that able to formulate their ideas into words, not that captivating. And yet they might be the only person in the room with the dead on right answer to the thing we're trying to solve. And so if you have low psychological safety, that person doesn't have the ability to say what they're thinking because maybe the conversation moves too fast, ideas are shot down too quick, there's harm in being wrong. So you're like, well, I keep my job if I don't say anything. But if I say something and I'm wrong, there's repercussions, right? But when you build a team that has true psychological safety, you're creating an environment where you get the full brain power of all the employees sitting around the table, not just the people who are the best at positioning themselves as having the right answer. And so one of the things we do in our own organization is I pull out of people constantly and I tell them, I want you to disagree. It doesn't mean I'm going to agree with you, but I want you to disagree with me so that I'm forced to formulate a logical response. And then you can tell me if that actually persuades you or not. And in this dialogue of actually pulling out of people and having this responsible debate, you get to insights and you get to decisions that a lot of organizations will never get to. They're being outcompeted by other organizations because other organizations have higher psychological safety and they're actually finding ways to get to the answer quicker, better, more efficiently because they've let go of politics and they've let their guard down and there's a really high psychological safety. So that's my personal opinion.